What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know we toss it up, right? We about to get into it, but before we get into this new super series, Super Tias Part 1, and you guys have all been waiting for a Super Tia series, right? Hey, shut the fuck up and just go on with the show, stupid ass. My tia's too much. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you got to be directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking, man. I appreciate all the support. I'm very humbled. Are you ready? The super series that everybody's been waiting for. Tia strikes back. Oh, she hasn't struck back yet, but an Edgar got struck, and we're going to get to that, right? So, in the little old town of Winton, that was where the bar scene was popping. Well, Levos and Winton, which is Livingston and Winton, is where my tias frequented. They were legendary. Legendary in the town of Winton at them bars, right? There wasn't a Paisas gray hair they didn't pluck. I'm telling you right now, if there was a Paisa from Los Wine, from Pomona to the Everglades, my tias had some type of willings and dealings with them, whether it was robbing them, touching them, or just outright loving on them, right? My tias were with the business when it came to the Paisas. Mijo, I pay my rent consistently. These motherfuckers, they could, their hands are so rough from picking tomatoes. They go, like feels good, pops all the pimples on my back, right? My tia was different. Now, I have a few different tias that are all sisters, right? I have Pepe's mom from Compton, and she's more the mellow one, but major hands. She'll be like, don't fucking come in my house like that. I'm from, you know where I'm from? Say it, mijo. You'll be like, hey, mama, I can't say this. Compton. She's that one. But when she goes to Northern California, she transforms. She transforms back into the and that's just what we call her. We call her And then you have my tia. You guys already know Ricky's mom. Fuck this and fuck that and fuck everything. I'm telling you guys right now, if it wasn't for Ricky's Social Security check, I would have already brought him into this world and took him all the way out. And I would have had fun with it too, mijo. Yeah, I would have thrown his ass in the canal because he can't swim. Float, bitch, float. They all float down here. And my tia was just crazy. And then I have another tia that sleeps all day. Okay, she's the sleeper. She only wakes up for two things in life, not even to eat and shit. I've never seen her go to the bathroom, right? All she does is get up for bingo and bars and bingo. They call her BB. She ain't a border brother, but she likes them. That's just how she is, right? So the tias all got together and they were going to go hit a bar in Winton. And this particular bar, the girl that I was with that I've been telling the super series, the one that I got pregnant, that fucking left me, that passed away, but didn't like me for half the time that we were together, right? Her tia, this was her tia's bar. So they would go there and they would drink on the house until the house couldn't afford it no more. Literally, the house almost threw them out of the house because they outdrank the house, right? Drinks on the bar. Right, my tia, oh, fuck, you shouldn't have said that. I'll take 2 vodka martinis and a bottle of Cazadores. My tias, they overdid it, right? My other tia, she's bougie, the one from Compton. I don't drink that shit. It has to be Bucanas and pineapple juice and preferably bought by that paisa over there with the big gold chains. That's just how they got down. So anyways, they had these guys that they were kicking it with for like the last couple weeks. And so my tia came all the way from Compton because it was 2 brothers and their sidekick. Now, of course, Lazy Tia, which we'll just call her Lazy. And then, of course, came down from Compton. And then, of course, Ricky's mom, Whopping Tia, right? They all had been kicking it with these 2 brothers and their homeboy. And so my tias, they're a little heavy set. I mean, they're not super heavy set, but they're set heavy, right? We'll just say that. These guys were all infatuated because there's one thing I know about Paisas. They love big women. That's what we got in common. That's why when people are like, damn, gun, stick with the raza. Fuck, I am. I like fat chicks. There you go. See? We're all alike, homie, somewhere down the line. Hey, I can't speak Spanish, but I can speak fat white girl. That's real, right? So anyways, we're all kicking back. I'm at my pad. Ricky's at my pad. Sheila's over there. See? Fat white girls. Everyone's there kicking it. And my tias are going out. And they're like, we're going to fucking call you if we need a ride. This is before Uber. There was taxis, but my tias couldn't afford it. They're like, we're going to call you if we need a ride. Drop us off at the bar and we're going to have a good night and a good morning. Hopefully we don't have to call you. Hopefully we meet one of the members of Banda Macho, and he takes us home. I said, I thought you had 3 dudes you're chilling with. Who says we chill with them, but who says we're going to kill with them, if you understand where I'm coming from? So my tias were always like on the hunt, but they were really interested in these dudes, these 2 brothers. They had a good job. One of them was actually a contractor. So like he had a construction business, like he had money. This wasn't your average everyday paisa. This was like the Sosa of paisas, right? So my tia's like, he's got his check is, they're well, and he's well endowed. So I'm going to be endowed well, right? So they're kicking back. They're at this bar. Now, they happen to go to the bar, and my primo's there. I have a primo I haven't even mentioned yet. I've told stories, and he was like lightweight involved, but he's different, right? He's a gangster. He just got out of doing 10 years a while back for shooting some chick. She shouldn't have got out of the way of her old man. The cold part is I was related to the chick. That was my cousin's old lady. We'll get to all that, right? But anyways, he happens to be there drinking, him and my other primo, his nephew. They're all fucking sipping, kicking it, having a good time. My tia's all there. Don't act like you fucking know us. Don't pay attention. You're going to fuck our game up. Because my primo's over there like, hey, drink, come over here, tias, kick it with us. They're already all faded, right? They've been drinking all day. My tias are like, we're on dates. Our fucking dates haven't came yet, but we're still on them. And believe me, when they come, we're going to really be on them. And so you might see some things that you not necessarily want to see, but hey, you grew up around us. You fucking know how we get down, right? So these paisas come, they're kicking it. No, this happened not way back in the days. This is more of a recent event, okay? And I happen to be in California kicking it with Ricky and Sheila, right? And we're all at the chick who I'm fucking with, Pat. What's my Pat? And as we're kicking back doing our thing, I get a phone call. And it's my primo. He's like, hey, you know fucking tias are over here, man. The other one, he goes, they're fucking a trip. One of them, she's over here doing a cowboy dance. I don't know what it is, but she got one of the Paisas cowboy hats, and she's just fucking twerking on the bar. The other one is over there fucking slapping the shit out of the paisa, and he's over there just taking it like it feels good, but she's serious. She's trying to get his gold chain off around his neck. And the other one's asleep at the bar. I said, which one is slapping him? The one we call, I said, oh, yeah, Maria. She's over there slapping him up? Yeah, right? So anyways, he's like, you guys should pull up for this. Shit's hilarious. I was like, nah, we pull up. Yeah, we'll trip out. And she was like, I want to go to the bar. They have good bar food. I'm like, fuck. Ricky's like, what? Is there Southsiders fucking with my mom? I said, no, but there has been Southsiders that fucked your mom. I'm just, look, we're not going to go to the bar. He's like, nah, primo, come, man. Hey, it's my nephew's birthday. We're having chelas. We're drinking. So I was like, fuck. I tell the girl, and she was like, yeah, I want to go to the bar. I was like, right. This is the same bar where my baby's mom, her family owns, right? Now, we haven't seen each other for years by this time, right? In fact, she was married to some fucking white. I'll do the story one day. I don't know. And it's going to continue in the saga that I'm telling. I don't know how she ended up with that motherfucker. I seen that dude on Facebook. I was like, she should have just been with me. She should have just pleaded out of court and been with me. I'm telling you guys right now, she got with the most. No wonder she passed away. She probably wanted to. Rest in peace, right? She'd get away from that dude. It was all bad. So anyways, right? He finally pumps us up. I'm like, all right, we'll go. We'll go. So as we go, we're kicking it. He has his old lady now. His old lady's bad, right? And his old lady's the type that she's real flirty. She's never going to give you nothing, right? So I never got nothing, but she's very flirty, and she dresses real skimpy. She's bad. So I walk in, and I know I'm not supposed to be looking at my primo old lady, but we all do. Like his nephew's like, man, he swears up and down he boned her, right? So we walk in, and the girl I'm with, she sees his old lady. She's like, I hate this bitch. This bitch right here thinks she's bad, right? I said, yeah, she is, man. She said, what? I said, yeah, she thinks she's bad. And so I sit down, and of course, my primo's buying us all bottles, right? Drinks. And my tia sees, she comes over, why the fuck did you bring my son to an establishment like this? I can't be myself. I said, hey, tia, your nipple's showing. Exactly. Let me cover it. Can you see it, mijo? I said, yeah, you can still see it through the shirt. It's supposed to be like that. I bought this shirt at Paisas shoe store. It was like, well, one other thing, you buy the Paisas shoe and then they give you the shirts for free. It's thin. I said, that's not a shirt. That's a dust bag. I dusted it off and I tried it again. So I'm going to be wearing it, mijo. Or maybe I'm not going to be wearing it. But that's why I don't want this fucker over here, right? I said, nah, tia, don't trip. We're only going to have a couple of drinks with the primo. And she was saying, you, fat ass. She tells my primo, the one that's buying all the drinks. I see that way you're looking at your tia over there sleeping. Is she embarrassing you? Is she embarrassing you? He's like, yeah, a little bit. God, she fucking embarrassing me too. Take her ass home. Look at the paisa she's supposed to be with. He's over there dancing with Sheila already. And where the fuck did Sheila get a chili dog in a fucking bar? Explain that to me. I saw we stopped at Wiener Schnitzel on the way here. Exactly, that fat bitch. She can't. There's no way you can take her from point A to point C. I said, you mean point B? No, we don't like blood. There's no way on Pyro, there's no way you can take her from point A to point C. That bitch always has to have at least a rodeo burger or a chili cheese fry, like wherever she goes. I see every time we go to Orange Julius, I'll take the chili cheese fries. Bitch, calm down. We're here to get a drink, not for you to eat so you can shit out the one that stinks. I'm good. So I'm like, yeah, your old man, he's over there fucking talking to another chick. She said, no, he's not my old man. And I'm about to go beat her ass. And hopefully, well, he's over there talking to the other Thea. My other Thea, she's trying to take his gold chain now. So everything's going cool. We're getting faded. Ricky's like, well, there ain't no Southsiders here. It's cool. I said, well, there might be. It's Winton. There's always Southsiders there. A couple dudes walk in. Just as I'm saying that, right? Southerners. You can see them. They look at us. We're all northern down. They're just like, right. And I'm thinking, oh, these dudes are going to come back. But everybody's all right. And my primo that's with us, he's a straight up gangster, right? So I'm not even tripping. Like, I already know he has something on him. If these dudes come back, it's bad for them. So meanwhile, while all this is playing off in my head, and then the chick that I'm with, she's like, do you mind if I dance? And I was like, what do you mean, mind if you dance? Yeah, I'm going to dance. Nah, you could dance with Ricky, him. No, not him. This motherfucker will try to grab your ass. And him. That's it. She ends up dancing with some young Paisas. They're dancing. Right? They're playing banda, whatever. And I'm not tripping, man, because I'm getting free drinks. And I ain't going to lie. At that time, I smoked cigarettes. So I'm outside smoking and shit, looking to see if the Southsiders come. You got to be on point, right? And all of a sudden, I hear my tia, who the fuck do you think you are? And Ricky's like, what, man? That's my mom. And it was at that point I knew it was about to go down, right? My tia's like, no, I fucking got this. Well, there was an Edgar that had walked in. Yes, a fucking Edgar. This is before we knew really what Edgars were. I guess you can't even really call him an Edgar. He just had the blown out fucking Pontius Pilate haircut, right? And he's with a badass skinny, but badass chick, right? Why them dudes always get the bad chicks? I ain't gonna lie, man. A motherfucker might have to get hair plugs just to grow a fucking Pontius Pilate. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, imagine the gun with the Pontius Pilate haircut. Crazy, right? Over this, in this motherfucker looking like D. Kane, only not associated with any type of weird shit shenanigans he does. So as I'm coming in, because I hear my tia screaming, she's like, get the fuck away from me. I'm old enough to be your oldest girlfriend you ever had, right? She's looking him up and down. And Ricky's already like, what better get away from my mom, right? So I have to split it up because Ricky's like, I'm getting him. Ricky's like, I'm getting him as soon as we come out. Once this dude is locked in, he's like a pit bull. It's over. He's getting him, right? Ricky's like, no. And the Paisa who's been kicking him with my tia, he goes, no, mijo. I got it. Hey, you right there. And the Edgar, they're a little disrespectful, motherfucker. He turns around like, what, man? What, old school? Old head, right? He's like, you fuck you, mother. He said, no, hell no. I'm trying to fuck his mother. What's up, right? He'd been trying to get at my tia because my tia, like I said, she had the nip slip, right? So he was locked in. Even though he had a badass chick, why do dudes do that? Why do we all do that? Let's keep it real. Don't matter. We could have the baddest chick in the world, but if there's a chick that walks in and you can see her nipple, we're looking. Like, so it's like a magnetic force that controls us, right? Shit, I ain't even gonna lie. When my tia, her nip slip, I was like, hey, tia, your nipple's showing. Damn, I didn't know I had a little bump right there. That's a trip, right? Can I get a closer view? This is how it is. It's just like, this is a man's world, right? We can't help it. And we ain't nothing without a woman with big titty, right? So that's just how that goes. So anyways, as they're arguing, Ricky's like, we're going to get him. And my other primo, the gangster one, right? The super gangster. He stands up and he's like, hey, why don't you just fucking have a drink, bro? I'll buy you a drink and you go over there with your little girlfriend for a fucker in front of you, right? And I'm like, oh, no. And the little fucking Edgar tries to get tough. And now the Paisa is like, no, I got it, right? Shit, did he? Before this Edgar, he's walking up like, fuck that. He ain't no punk, right? He wasn't no punk. He was a northerner. As he comes walking up, right? The two Southsiders are with three other Southsiders. They walk in to the bar. So now we have the Edgar walking up to the Paisa. Ricky already locked in, gonna bomb on him. My primo threatening him with the bottle, right? Sheila's eating, preferably eating, right? My chick is over there still fucking doing bandaing out with some fucking Paisa, and his hands is all over her ass, so I'm trying to focus on that. Meanwhile, my tia's nipple's still out. My other tia's asleep. The other one's still robbing gold chains. And the chick that my primo, his chick, is still looking bomb as a motherfucker, right? And flirting for real. She's all rubbing on my arm. Are you going to jump in? What do you think? Right? No, not if you keep right here. Touch right here, right? Not if you keep on rubbing. I'm not. And so as all this is going on, Southsiders walk in, right? And Ricky goes from fucking, he's about to fucking rush that fucking Edgar. And the Edgar's looking at the Paisas. And the other Paisas are looking at the Edgar. And the Southsiders come in. And everyone looks at the Southsiders, right? And they're like, what's up? Ese this Winton Vario Parque. And I jump up. I'm like, what? And my primo's already out with it. Like, boop, 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 boop. Ricky said, what do I rush? Who do I rush? I said, what means more to you, your mom or the norte? He's like, gotta go, mom. Right? And he starts fighting with the south side. Chairs are getting thrown. We're fighting, right? Hey, the Edgar tries to bomb on the Paisas. The Paisas are just fucking this Edgar up. Boom, boom, boom. But he's swinging, right? Man, all three of them Paisas. The one that was fucking in the corner because my tia was asleep. My tia slept through the whole shit. Money, money, money. Bingo. Bingo. Right? She's asleep. My other tia's over there. Get the fuck up, my nephews. Give me your goat child. Hold it, mijo. Right? The other tia's like, that's right, I'm talking about it. My nipple started all of this. Like, no, this is north-south shit. So as we're fighting with these fucking Southsiders, we're getting off. My primo's giving them the business, right? There's one Southsider, he's fucking, him and Ricky are going heads up. And I'm fighting the other two, right? And I'm getting jumped. I ain't gonna lie, right? And then they're like, we're coming back. Yes, we're gonna smoke you dudes, right? Whatever. We'll be right here drinking bucanas and pineapple juice, beating up on an Edgar. Catch up when you can. Catch us inside. How about that? Right? So they leave. And my tia's, get the fuck out of here. She tells the owners, because the owners, my baby's mamas, and they don't even like me, right? But I'm all up in the establishment. They're on the phone, fucking probably calling my in-laws, my ex-in-laws, telling me this fucking stupid ass in this family. My family's like the Connors from Roseanne. We're just all fucked up. Ain't got no jobs, ain't got shit, right? We have enough money to drink and to do drugs. Other than that, we could never afford like normal things like food or water, right? So anyways, we're drinking everything. Take the dudes to leave. My primo's like, hey, fuck the dudes. Ricky's like, whooping. The Edgar, meanwhile, is fucking leaving. He's telling his old lady, come on, let's leave, right? He's trying to blend in. And Ricky catches him outside, right? And Ricky's on him. Boom. They're going heads up. This fucking Edgar ain't no punk. He's handling his business, right? But Ricky's putting him on his pockets. Boom, boom, boom. And the Paisas come. There's a back room. The Paisas come out of the back area. And I ain't going to lie. One Paisa was in that motherfucker trying to strangle the Edgar, right? He had him by his hair. One had him by his hair, shaking him. The other one fucking trying to strangle him with one of those belts with cows on it. You know, the ones with the white. You know how the Paisas wear those belts. Stop it, right? The leather ones. Trying to strangle him. The other Paisas cheering it on. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Right? My tia, I like the way he says that. Every time he reminds me of Canelo. Fuck your mother. Yeah, that's the one for me, mijo. He's the one for me. Plus, he has the biggest cajena. We take that, right? Big old bar fight. I tell my friend, we should leave, man. Southsiders are going to come back and kill everything, right? So we all jump in the whip. My chick, right? I have to peel her off the Paisa. She's on this motherfucker. He looks like Ricky Martin. I have to peel her off of him. And I'm like, but I was only there visiting. So she was just some chick that I was fucking with that I always fuck with when I go back, right? So I was like, man, I'm done with her. So we drop her off at home. I gather all my bags and shit. I'm going to go to my tia's house for the last couple of days. We all end up over there with the Paisas drinking. They're cool as hell, right? Until they're not. And that's when I'll hit you with part 2 tomorrow, man. You guys are going to see what happened. And I'm going to say this. I got involved, but I didn't start it. And it wasn't because of a nipple. I'll just say that right now. It went a little bit deeper than that. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of the Super Tia series. I do have a lot of videos coming up. I got another one coming up today, man. If you guys like this series, hit a 1. If you don't, hit a 2, and I'll get rid of it. It ain't really nothing to it but to do it. I'm never going to get rid of Tia, though. The Tias are always going to be involved in something. But if you like this saga in this series, man, tap in because we're going to keep getting consistently right to the shit. I got one on Ricky today. You guys ready for a Super Norteño whooping? It's been a minute. I got you, Pepe, tomorrow. Super Wood coming. I got a lot more things. I wanted to say that I appreciate everyone that taps into these videos. Send them out, man. Tell your friends about them. You know, let's get this channel back popping the way it should be and the way it used to be. Times are slow right now. So we're at war, right? I help your boy out one time for your mind. See, I'm not scared to say it. When the channel's on decline, your boy hits an incline. And that's just how that goes. Anyways, with that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly and honestly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. Again, if you guys like this, hit a 1. If you don't, hit a 2. And we'll let it happen the way we do. You know, this is the gun. Bang, bang. Gun gang.